Time continues to run short, down to the final 2 weeks of the regular season before Selection Sunday, and the bubble is certainly dominating much of the talk. But Jay, you've always said, for as long as I've known you, people ask you, what do teams have to do to get in the tournament? You say, win games. And it's exactly right. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's right. Give me a team who's doing that, a team who's playing its way in your estimation.
I think Georgia is playing its way in. Now, part of that has to do with the fact that this is the softest bubble I have ever seen. There are some very average teams at the end of the line trying to get into the NCAA tournament, but Georgia, to me, not only with the wins they've had over Kentucky and at Tennessee, feels like an NCAA tournament team. They look like an NCAA tournament team. In their non-conference, they didn't have the kind of wins that you would need to get into the tournament, but I think that soft bubble is going to help there. And I think playing well down the stretch as they head into the Southeastern Conference tournament is going to put Georgia in a position to be in the NCAA tournament. I'm telling you, there will not be 37 better at-large teams once we get there. On paper is the only way they can be left out.
You know, Baylor is a team that I think is going in the wrong direction. A talented basketball team. They're 6-7 in conference play in the Big 12 with losses at the bottom of the Big 12 against Iowa State, Texas Tech, also Oklahoma. Great players. Darius Dunn is only 28 points away from being the all-time leading scorer in Big 12 history. Perry Jones, a freshman, can score inside and out, but they still have an opportunity. They've got 3 games remaining, 2 against ranked opponents, Texas A&M, Texas game day next week. They have to win those games in order to get to the NCAA tournament, Coach.
You know, I think one of the things you guys are talking about to bolster Georgia's case, they don't have any bad losses. None of their losses outside of the RPI top 50. It could be something that separates them even without the big wins. A team that was in the clear, then not in the clear, and now a bubble team that you think could really give some problems to teams in the first round. Who is it?
The Zags out in Spokane. Gonzaga had that big overtime win against St. Mary's at St. Mary's last night. And what's that mean? That puts them now both at 10-3. They had 5 losses by December 11th. One of those losses was San Diego State, who obviously right now is a top 10 team. But Stephen Gray in that game had 35 points. You take Elias Harris and Robert Sacre, who combined for 31 points in that St. Mary's overtime win. Those 3 guys together, I don't want to face them in that first round. I think the Zags are playing their way in. St. Mary's has got 3 straight losses, losing by 4 at San Diego, a bad team, getting beat by Utah State in the bracket buster, and then losing at home in overtime to Gonzaga. The Zags are making a statement. They're ready to play, and all those early season losses to me mean they are challenged, they are mature, they're ready to start winning, especially a first-round matchup in the NCAA tournament.
All right, 2 more weeks to go to bolster that resume, try to make it into the new and expanded field of 68.